I'm going to add a teaspoon or so of sugar, just to give it a little bit more of a sweet flavor. And, of course, some salt. And we have some rapidly boiling water here. And we also have a pan of cold ice water, because you want to stop the cooking of the asparagus once it's tender. You don't want it to go any further than that, because then it starts to get a little mushy. So we put the asparagus in, and we're just going to watch that. And now, while we're watching that, we want to make the sauce, the egg sauce for it. So I have some water here. I've created a little double boiler. You know, if you don't have a double boiler at home, you can always create one by putting one smaller pot inside a larger pot. But the thing with making this sauce is that you don't want the top pan touching the water. I know it sounds complicated, but it isn't, because then your egg yolks will scramble. So the egg yolks are here, 3 egg yolks in the top of this bigger pan where I have enough water just to be underneath the small pan. Got it? I think you do. So we're going to whisk those egg yolks, just 3 egg yolks, and I'm going to add, again, a little sugar and a little salt, about a teaspoon or so of salt. You whisk that really well. And then with this, we want to add a little bit of wine. So we have here an Arnaise from the Piedmont, so about a half a cup, I would say, of a good white wine. I happen to be in the Piedmont, so I'm going to use what is typical here. An Arnaise is a nice dry white wine that has a fruity, pearish flavor. So once that's foamy, and you want to make sure you're not scrambling those eggs, you want to add some butter. So here we have about 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter, because all butter, we know, in Italy is unsalted. So if you want it to be a little saltier, you can add more. And you see what's happening here now. The yolks are cooking nicely. The butter is going to give this a nice emulsion. And at the end, I'm just going to add a little dab of lemon juice. So you keep whisking until you have something that's creamy, saucy, because we're going to use this right over the asparagus. So that's looking pretty good already. I think only probably a couple more minutes, and this will be ready to go. So you can get this done, and then turn the heat down. I'm going to turn the heat down now. The asparagus are ready now. We don't want to overcook them. So remember, you have a pan of ice cold water. That's called shucking the vegetables, because you want to keep that nice green color. And just get them in the water. Leave them there for a few minutes, and then you dry them off, and you can continue on with your recipe. So there they are. We're going to let them cool, and then we're going to sauce them. I want you to see how smooth this sauce is. No scrambled eggs, and that's because we did not allow the water to touch the bottom of this pan. So that's very critical. So now this is ready to just go over the asparagus. Isn't that beautiful? Look, delicious. Almost like a hollandaise sauce, but not quite. It's just a beautiful way to have asparagus other than just boiled. So,